Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And already we're underway here.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men, running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by linking the front and back.
Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air, and what's more, he seems to really love a tussle. His passing's good too, and he never seems to lose it in a...
It's a mighty effort! Goal! Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
After 12 minutes is number 27.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Messi. Now it's Mbappe. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Great defending, strong and determined. Fernandes. And it's Guimaraes. He's in a great position here. Hazard.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And this is Messi. Back into the middle. Fernandes receives it in a good position here. And he's intervened well there. Murphy.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Bruno Guimaraes. Caicedo going full steam ahead down the left flank. Newcastle upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
And here's Messi, looking for the run. Can he finish? Thiaw gets rid without sophistication. And here's Mbappe. Bruno Guimaraes. Joelinton. And the pass is intercepted. That's a sharp pass. Thinks about the shot. And he's there to belt it away. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. And the return pass. That's a super give and go. Byrne picks it up out wide. Joelinton. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. He shifted it to the flank. Now it's Hazard. And it's Messi, played back. And this is Messi. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Oh, he's getting hounded, really hounded. Could move up a gear here. Great vision. Always onto this. Mbappe! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Now it's Gordon. And here's Joe Linton. Bruno Guimaraes. Burn.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Oh, that's a very... He's having a shot! He has done it! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And yes, it's him again. Newcastle are now luxuriating in it. And there is the half-time whistle. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so
Everyone,
far.
please
Peter.
welcome the
If it
two
ain't broke,
sides.
don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
And here's Mbappe, and here's Fernandes. Oh, it's a great ball here. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. And he was quick to react. Now it's Gordon. Burn. And it's Azar. Trippier. And it's Guimaraes. Just eases him off the ball. Nicely spread. Murphy could try cutting inside here. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Out to the right.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Gives it back. Fernandes. Opts for safety. Chance here to counter.
The attendance for this match was
Defending was strong and firm.
28,997.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
He is through here. Now this could be a chance. Hazard. And that was very necessary.
Substitution in progress.
And we have our very first corner. And he's there to clear it. Passes short and sharp. And he shoots! It's loose now and they want to get it back. He's in a good position. It's Son Heung-min! He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
Joelinton getting this one clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. Gordon. Turns back here, probably the best option. Botman. Pinches it off him, and he's managed to get free. Oh, that's neat. Miley. Gordon. Strong running down that left flank. Bruno Guimaraes. And here's Murphy. Trippier. Played it early. Oh, smashing header! No, not the best of headers.
Substitution on the field. Number 23.
So the manager can make a change
Jacob
for the first
Murphy.
time in the game here.
Number 33. Bond.
And
Coming
he's
on the
been
field.
shifted off it.
Number 9.
Botman.
Wissa.
Chiao.
Number 3.
And
Lewis
it's
Hall.
Trippier. Newcastle looking to pass their way through. Nicely weighted ball. And this is Son Heung-min. And a chance! And that is doing no harm at all.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace
Number
nor
67.
intensity. Exactly what's
Coming on
required
to
when
replace
on the
him
counter-attack.
is Number 8.
Tonali.
Tonali.
Joelinton. Spread neatly. Gordon proves just a little bit too strong. Played into space out wide. Oh, well played. Plenty of numbers back. Neymar. Now Richie.
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Richie. Tries to play it through. And he's picked it up out wide. And up he goes! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Tonali. Bruno Guimaraes. Oh, that's well spotted. Now it's Lewandowski, and it's Caicedo. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Son Heung-min with the foul. Chiao. Trippier. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. And there goes the final whistle. Crystal Palace come up short. They will be taking nothing away from this one, an outcome which is thoroughly disappointing on all counts. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve, whether it's the manager's message...
A warm welcome to all of you on this utterly glorious day. Positive vibes all around us, nigh on perfect conditions. There is a thrilling football match in prospect here, and we will be getting underway very shortly. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. And already we're underway here. We reflect at this game how time flies. We're already at the midway point of the season. Guiu is onto this. Van Dijk was in no mood for any of that. Garnacho. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Played out wide. He's found a way through. Van Dijk clears it away. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Peter, this fella Reece James is one of the example of the glut of talent England has at its disposal in this position. He is the complete full-back, wing-back, just as good going forward as backwards. But in his case, I suppose it's all in the genes too, coming from such a strong footballing family.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. And it's Cucurella. Quarter of an hour played. Now it's Mbappe. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Tries to pass it through. Shoots! And it's come back out to him. Oh, just lacked a decent finish. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. Garnacho. Cucurella. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Azar. Crystal Palace are looking to break at pace. Mbappe. And here's Fernandez. And this is Messi. Now that looks a decent ball. João Pedro. Caicedo. Played out towards the right wing. And it's James. And it's made its way to him. He's picked his way through. Oh, this looks sharp. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Achiampong. And it's Caicedo. Achiampong makes the interception. Chalobah. Caicedo. Can he get on the end of this?
Whatever happens, That's the kind of movement which raises hope.
It's run loose here. Caicedo. Fernandez. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Jimenez. Saliba. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, good spread.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
He's had it taken off him. And a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. James. Pedro Neto. Well, that is one way to stop him. And he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Great defending, strong and determined. Saliba spots it and intercepts. João Pedro, Saliba gets across to intercept that. Caicedo. Now it's Mbappe. Nicely shaped ball. Now it's Hazard. James with a fine tackle. Pedro Neto. Now James. Achiampong. And Garnacho gets a good foot in there. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And the whistle goes for half-time. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment.
So it's been even so far.
Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, I wouldn't say it was the most potent performance, Peter, but defensively, very composed. The scoreline might still be 0-0, but I'm expecting things to open up a bit more in the second half.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Foot in. Jimenez did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Pressure coming in from all directions. João Pedro. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Hazard. Messi. James. Goes looking wide. Now, can they get him away? Gardner. Big chance! They've done it! The second half sparked straight into life. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter.
Now it's Mbappe. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Crystal Palace still this single goal behind. Garnacho. Oh, outsmarting him this
The
time.
attendance for this match was
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
28,599.
Well, there'll be no accusations of a lack of effort. They're giving as good as they get when it comes to chances.
And it's Cucurella. There they go, hunting in packs. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Mbappe. Fernandez. And he's had it nicked away. Van Dijk defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
Look, the only way of becoming more aware, Peter, is by lifting your head and realising who's where around you.
Now it's Mbappe.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Fernandez. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
And the shot! Oh, it's fallen loose again! And for sure, that was not one of his best.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Crystal Palace can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Mbappe. Number 9, Hazard.
Cucurella,
Number 10,
just about up to
Messi.
75 minutes.
Number 4, Fernandez. Number 26,
Chalobah,
Robertson. Coming on the field, number 11,
Caicedo
Kane. Number 16,
chooses to go
Perrin.
cross-field,
Number 7,
and it's Fernandez.
Son Heung-min. Number 14,
And Fernandez,
number 6, Eduardo
it's a
Camavinga.
sharp little ball here. And this is Kane, and he's running short, surely! He has done it! And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas. He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Well, it's an inspired substitution, terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Substitution
Chelsea
in progress.
making consecutive changes here.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's going to come down to how badly they want to win this.
And this is Kane. Oh, he's getting hounded, really hounded. And it's Lavia.
Well, we're watching a clear attempt to denying him space, and they're using every trick in the book.
Mudryk. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
In with the challenge. And the counter is on. Crystal Palace have reclaimed it. Caicedo.
There will be 3 minutes
Salah!
added time.
Denied by an instinctive save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
He's got away. It's come to nothing. Caicedo. Fernandez. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end. not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No complaints. Your reflections then, Jim. So hello and welcome to what has turned out to be a truly gorgeous afternoon. The sun beaming down on the stands and broad beaming smiles all around us. The mood has soared, and so indeed has the expectation of both teams. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Extraordinarily, we're already into the second half. Big chance! Denied by an instinctive save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Crystal Palace with the corner, they're first. Well, there's the clearance. Fulham are looking to go forward now. And it's Adama Traore. Now it's Messi. Now it's Mbappe. And this is Messi. Mbappe! And it's a goal! The breakthrough strike. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
Fulham finding themselves unexpectedly behind. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Diop. Leno. And Bassi. Tete. Adama Traore. Distributed tidily. Azar. And this is Messi. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, he's found support out wide. He's shifting through the gears here. And it's skewed away. And here's Mbappe. Fulham are looking lively here. They're playing with more zest, more purpose.
They are, and it's all because of the movement we're seeing down the flanks, and I think they look as if they're going to cause some real problems to that opposing defence. Both flanks are working quite well now.
Hazard. He's having a go. Oh, denied brilliantly.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And it's Smith Rowe. Now it's Adama Traore. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Fernandez. Now it's Hazard. And he's had it nicked away. Now it's Adama Traore. Berger. And it's Tete. Adama Traore. Oh, really good feet. Sweat, real chance! Caught offside that time. Lukic. Nicely spread. Caicedo. And now the breakaway. He's looking wide. Can he get on the end of this?
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Crystal Palace have their second corner now. That has earned a reprieve for the time being. And now a sudden chance to counter. He has found the way through. Raul shapes to shoot! That was superb goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Smith Rowe. Oh, that's a fine interception. Crystal Palace are one up and looking surprisingly comfortable. Robertson looking to hit the byline here. Iwobi. And Smith Rowe. Iwobi. Berger. And it's Berger. Bassi. Berger. Now it's Jimenez. Gets a good foot in there.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And it's Iwobi. Smith Rowe. Sessegnon in acres of space out wide. Jimenez with the clearance. Mbappe.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And we've reached half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, I'm a little bit worried for them and the way they've looked in transitions, Peter. They've been a bit exposed, so they might be only one down, but they can't afford to have any more sloppy moments. Concede another, and we know it's an awful long way back.
Crystal Palace have played well here, and they have the all-important lead. It's 1-0. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Sessegnon knocks it into space. Alexander-Arnold. Bassi did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Passes coming off in quick succession here. He's picked his way through. Pinches it off him. Adama Traore. In with the challenge. Caicedo. And Fernandez. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Berger.
Team still separated by the game's only goal.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And claimed it back swiftly. Diop. Smith Rowe. That's a good ball out wide. Adama Traore. Azar.
The attendance for
Fernandez.
this match was 29,830.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Your impression so far, Jim?
They're ahead, but they're not playing as if they are. There seems to be more of an emphasis on protecting their lead than adding to it. It's all gone a little timid.
Lukic. And it's Adama Traore. And he's being shifted off it. Akanji. And here's the chance to counter. Played out to the left flank. Iwobi. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, smashing header! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
You lucky boy, you lucky boy. Giving the ball away like that is usually punished.
Lukic plays it short. Adama Traore stood his ground strongly. Chance for a shot! They've done it! Right back in it! Almost no time remaining. Game still on. A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Coming on the field, number 33.
Fulham grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing. Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Knocks it out wide. Alexander-Arnold climbs up big! It's in! And they've got their lead back.
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
Goal! After 78 minutes is number 19, Gavi!
Fulham making another change here. Wilson is being withdrawn here, but he's certainly made his mark.
Well, this could purely be down to rotation with the next game in mind, but he doesn't look very happy.
24.
Crystal Palace take the lead.
What a great time to score, but it does give the manager a real headache. Does he sit on this lead now, or try and finish it off?
That's a throw. Leading by just one goal and still some defending to do. Gavi. Kamavinga. And this is Lewandowski. Now it's Son Heung-min. Gavi. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Chooses to go crossfield.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
King. And it's Iwobi. Shot could be on. Van Dijk gets rid without sophistication.
Will be 3 minutes added
We are
time.
into overtime. Now Lukic. And it's Robinson. Now it's Iwobi. Great ball, and he's in here. And he shoots! And that is certainly not what he had in mind. No unnecessary risks. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
I think that early goal, Peter, pretty much decided everything. It dictated an awful lot of how the game was going to unfold, and in the end, we weren't.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very
Hello,
nicely
everybody,
here.
and welcome to
Gorgeous,
today's
gorgeous
match.
evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Well, as you can see, we've already started here. So they meet again, these sides resuming hostilities at the start of the second half of the season.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
He's picked his way through. Gordon is onto this.
That was well seen too. Good clearance.
Out towards the flank. Tries to dink it through. That's a corner kick.
Trippier with the short one.
Gordon climbs up big. Decent enough try. Oh no, what has happened here? He's through, it's one-on-one, and the shot! And he's done it! That really is quite fabulous, all his own doing.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Minute is number 20, Kylian Mbappe. Kylian Mbappe. Kylian Mbappe.
So, a breakthrough already.
Murphy. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. And that's and a chance! And it's come back out to him. And yes, it's there! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye.
The goal scorer.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
And yes, it's him again. Crystal Palace are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Oh, good spread. And it's Caicedo. Engages and forces him off the ball. Newcastle have reclaimed it. Hazard. Hazard. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Great ball. And he shoots! Relentless! Just relentless! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
He's had a shot! It's fallen kindly here! He scores! They're back within reach! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, listen, last line of defence, and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
Number 27.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? And here's Mbappe. Messi. No, he's not getting his way this time. Newcastle are looking to break at pace. Bruno Guimaraes. And here's Murphy. That is lovely. It's out for a goal kick. Miley is there, and he can pick it up. Botman. A probing pass.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And he's quick to snatch it back. Pope. And Thiaw. And it's Guimaraes. Hazard. Caicedo. And this is Messi. Now it's Mbappe. And this is Hazard.
Mbappe!
Oh no, that was never going to make it. And this is Messi. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And he's been shifted off it. Now it's Mbappe. Robertson. And this is Hazard. And here's Mbappe. Shapes to shoot! He has done it! And he is just ripping it up! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him.
Crystal Palace blast themselves into a 3-goal lead. And it's Miley. Looking for the run. Miley receives it in a wide position. And it's claimed by the keeper. Xiao. Messi.
Well, they can break here. That's beautifully weighted.
Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Xiao. And it's Trippier. Murphy. Now it's Bruno Guimaraes. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. And there's the end of the first half.
I just think it's been a great performance, and they totally deserve to have this lead at half-time. I mean, just about anything they tried seemed to have come off. It's incredible stuff.
Well on top. Let's look
Really
forward
has
to more
been
to come
an
in the second
astonishing
half.
game, peppered with
Everyone,
goals.
please
You
welcome
cannot
our
help
players.
feeling that the second half will supply more. And we're off again. And here's Gordon. Miley. Spread it left. He is through here. Decent chance! It goes to show he is human after all.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Burn. Here's Gordon. Linton. And it's Miley. He's in plenty of space here. Now it's Murphy. Looking for options for movement. Bruno Guimaraes! Big relief, it just needed better contact. Miley gathers from the goal kick. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. So, what can they make of this? That has been cut short. And that's put paid to a promising move. Spread out to the left. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
So off he goes. He was the starter, and he's being received accordingly.
Listen, by taking him off now, the hat-trick hero gets a lovely ovation from the crowd, and I think the opposition will be just glad to see the back of him.
Coming on the field, number 21, Robert Lewandowski. Number 16,
Miley
Fairman.
opts for
Number
safety.
14,
Trippier. And it's Guimaraes. Caicedo charging forward, the ball at his feet. Lopez.
He's got away.
It's a terrific header. He got the hard part right, but the rest wrong.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Crystal Palace do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way.
599.
No, he wasn't going to let him past. Nicely weighted ball. And the shot! It's in! Players ecstatic, fans delirious. This is utopian.
The goal
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball, and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
It's become a case of men against boys. Knocks it out wide. Now it's Lewandowski. Now it's low shot, surely! Oh, almost a sixth. Trippier. Murphy. Foot in. Vermeer. Jacob Murphy. Now Miley. And it's Guimaraes. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Tries to play it through. Takes a shot! No, that's just wide.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
substitutions taking place.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
Substitution on the field. Number 10, Messi. Number 26, Robertson. Coming on the field, number
Ricci.
22, Ferran Torres.
Now it's
Number
Ferran Torres,
6, Eduardo
and that
Camavinga.
interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Alexander-Arnold. Caicedo. Not much subtlety about that challenge. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. And this is Lewandowski. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
And he was quick to react. Looking to play him in. Saliba cuts it out. Alexander-Arnold. Crystal Palace looking to pass their way through. Alexander-Arnold. And it's Ricci. And here's Lewandowski.
Lewandowski really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Ambitious ball here. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Hall wins the duel this time. Gordon. There will be a throw-in. Hall. Ricci. Now, can they get him away? Oh, played through for the wide man. Miley. Gordon. Gordon is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
He's in a great position. He gets big! He's scored! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Newcastle playing for pride here, the match surely beyond them. Now it's Ferran Torres. Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. Oh, that was vital. Miley. And that is it, the referee has seen enough. Crystal Palace, just a thrill to witness here. Quick, slick, and such fun, you really would feel. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here.
Hello, everybody,
Gorgeous,
and welcome
gorgeous
to the
evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. We have already started here. We are into reverse fixtures here. This is the second meeting between these sides. He's had it taken off him.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Caicedo.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Can he finish? It's in!
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
The goal scorer after 9 minutes is
I doubt very much that this was in the script.
Lionel Messi.
So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Gibbs White. Now it's Hudson-Odoi. He's got full.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Can he get onto this? Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Hudson-Odoi. Driving on and making good progress. Oh, easy pickings there. Saliba. Alexander-Arnold. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Messi. No way through. Nottingham applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but of course... Mbappe! Anderson. Now Hudson-Odoi. Gibbs White. And it's Savona. Savona. Opts for safety. Hudson-Odoi is onto it in a flash. Caicedo. And he's being shifted off it.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Savona. Gibbs White. Great vision. Drives it in. It's out for a goal kick. Anderson. Now Hudson-Odoi. Fernandez. And he's got the beating of his man. Chance for a shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Goes for a shot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Climbs up big! It's in! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
Great corner, and he did the rest.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves...
Decent chance! It's in! And they get themselves in front!
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One
After
good ball,
36
and they're in.
minutes is number 9, Eden Hazard.
Crystal Palace get themselves into the lead. That is ended up in no man's land. Now that looks a decent ball. And they can counter here. Well, that's beautifully weighted. And he shoots! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Fernandez has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Crystal Palace looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. And he's intervened well there. Looking to play him in. Half-time getting close now. Might be danger here. Gibbs-White. Savona. The ball has bounced loose now. And that is out of play. Douglas Luiz. And he's forced to go back. Now Anderson. Hudson-Odoi.
2
Williams.
added minutes has been indicated.
Hudson-Odoi. Mbappe.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Anderson. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Nicely weighted ball. Not the most accurate pass. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say
And
that.
please welcome
There was
our
certainly
lads to
no
the
lack of
field.
effort or endeavour in the first half. Caution certainly not on the agenda here, from both sides.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
Crystal Palace head into the half-time break with a narrow advantage. It is 2-1. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's having a shot! Oh, he's been caught napping! Hudson-Odoi. He's in a good position here. Gibbs-White. Jimenez proves too strong. Azar. And it's Caicedo. Now it's Mbappe. Anderson. And it's Savona. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. That's good pressure, good intensity.
Well, they've been over-generous up to this point, I would say, so that had to happen.
Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Mbappe, Messi. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Gibbs-White.
The attendance for this match was
Hudson-Odoi.
29,514.
Nice try, but he wasn't buying it. Messi.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
And here's Azar. And here's Azar. Now it's Azar. And he's there to belt it away.
Substitution.
Couldn't squeeze it through. He's in plenty of space here. And the keeper beats it away. That's good pressure, closed him down quickly. And it's Savona. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Chips it through. He slid in, and that has raised the temperature on the touchline. And he's only too happy to take that back. Crystal Palace are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Hudson-Odoi. Surely now! And he hits the net! What remarkable powers of recovery!
Yeah, and it's very much deserved in the circumstances. In these games, it's so tempting to maybe get a little sorry for yourselves, but there's none of that.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
This is quite a battle.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Now it's Son Heung-min.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Caicedo wins the duel this time. Can he get on the end of this? There's the shot! It's there! And they've got their lead back. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
Number 14, number 3, coming on the field, number 21, number 35, Zinchenko.
Crystal Palace have turned to their bench and we're going to have a substitution.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Yeah, all their effort pays off in the end. It just took that extra bit of dynamism to get them the goal they craved.
Five minutes left on the clock. And the counter is on. Over to the left. Now it's Lewandowski.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled. This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode. Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Into stoppage time, very little left on it. Now it's Lewandowski. Good ball, good take. Threads one in. Shoots! They've done it! And surely that does it! Perfect time, decisive strike. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
Nottingham making consecutive changes here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very...
Coming on the field.
And that is that. Crystal Palace can probably lay claim to the title of having been the better side here. Certainly more results-driven as they went about their business in an efficient manner. Gavi picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
But we'll be back stronger.
A warm welcome to all of you on this utterly glorious day. Positive vibes all around us, nigh on perfect conditions. There is a thrilling football match in prospect here, and we will be getting underway very shortly. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere, and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. We are into reverse fixtures here. This is the second meeting between these sides.
Yeah, very good job. He positioned himself there.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And now they can spring out of defence. Now that looks a decent ball. He's on it. Can he get away? Colomwani. Areola breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Areola is making a start here. I wonder what sort of a role is he expected to play, Jim?
Well, goalkeepers usually make the headlines for spectacular saves, Peter, and this fella's certainly capable of all that. But I think his main influence will be a little less obvious. By communicating with his defence and offering leadership at the back, he spreads a calmness and stability throughout the team. You have to have that relationship with your defence.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Caicedo could try cutting inside here. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. Corner number 2 then. Tries to get it clear. That's a throw. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Kudus. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Well, played right into his path. Mbappe finds himself offside. Van de Ven. Spence. Simons. Kudus. Great defending, strong and determined.
Yeah, we're actually currently watching a contest of insipid probing. The only way is up, I hope.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Fernandez. Azar. And here's Mbappe. And the shot! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Tottenham upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
And here's Colomwani. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Colomwani! It's there! A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
Number 39.
Tottenham have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Van de Ven does really well to win the ball there. Now it's Mbappe. Robertson. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. And it's Messi. Damso gets over and intercepts. Kolomuani. Johnson has it out wide and in space. Mbappe. Bentancur. Caicedo. And here's Xavi Simons. Well, they've got it again. Oh, there's a probing ball.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Oh, that looks a good ball through.
Okay, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Fernandez. And it's Messi. And it's Messi. Out to the right. For Messi. Passing is crisp and sharp. Van de Ven. Bentancur. Decent progress down the left. Kudus. And it's João Palhinha. Pedro Porro.
There will be 1 minute at
Johnson
a time.
receives it in a wide position. Fernandez. And it's Azar. And Caicedo. And the through ball. Not much subtlety about that challenge. And the half-time whistle goes. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness,
And
perhaps
please
the only
welcome
things
our
lacking.
to the field.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
And this is Messi. Tottenham can breathe again, just.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Mbappe receives it in a good position here. Knocks it into space. Played in. Well, it's a look of bewilderment. His touch deserted him at the key moment.
It speaks for itself, doesn't it? Best left there.
Pedro Porro. Just eases him off the ball.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
He's got away. Nice interception, well timed. Crystal Palace still trailing by one and looking here to take it up a notch after the break. And reclaimed it in a trice. And here's Mbappe. And the shot's on here. Tries to pass it through.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Hazard in acres of space out wide. Oh, such a clever touch. Hazard stood his ground strongly. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and
taking
he knew he
place.
had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Substitution on the field.
Great
Number
chance here
20,
from position A1.
Mbappe.
And it's
Number
Caicedo.
26, Robertson.
Alexander-Arnold.
Number 4,
And here's Son Heung-min.
Fernandes.
And that's been
Number
intercepted.
9,
That was well played,
Hazard.
well stopped.
Number 10,
Now it's
Messi.
Simons.
Coming on the field,
Son
number
Heung-min.
21, Robert Lewandowski.
And here's Son Heung-min.
Number
And that's a
6,
good ball.
Eduardo
Oh, just
Camavinga.
skips past his man.
Number 19,
Pedro Porro did well to
Number
emerge with the ball.
16,
That's a contest to
Fermin.
keep an eye on.
number 7, Son Heung-min.
He's had it taken off him. Your impression so far, Jim?
Yeah, time's running out for the host to get something out of this. You can sense the frustration and impatience.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
And he is going into that little black book.
Substitution.
Van Dijk. Jimenez. Just about up to 75 minutes.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And this is Lewandowski.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Couldn't squeeze it through.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
João Palhinha. Bentancur. And it's Simons. Looking for options for movement.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Couple of changes then in quick succession.
Substitution in
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Crystal Palace are looking desperate here, short on time and options.
At least they're going about it as they should, having brought this on themselves.
Maddison. Tottenham looking to pass their way through. Now it's Simons. Strokes it back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
Pedro Porro. And that's a throw-in. Caicedo. Palhinha gets a foot in here. Van Dijk gets across to intercept that. Fermin. And this is Lewandowski. Well seen, saw that coming. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Now it's
2
Odobert,
added minutes has been indicated.
and he's made sure that's not getting through. Crystal Palace do have a chance to counter here. Can he latch on to this? He is through here.
It's gone for a throw-in.
Now it's Camavinga. Danso.
And the referee brings it to a close.
Crystal Palace came into this game looking for all 3 points, but in the end they're unable to lay claim. So hello and welcome to what has turned out to be a truly gorgeous afternoon. The sun beaming down on the stands and broad beaming smiles all around us. The mood has soared, and so indeed has the expectation of both teams.
I'm Peter Drury, and providing shapes to shoot! It's in! And the game springs instantly to life!
Well, talking about stepping things up from the off, that's how you start a football match.
A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Caicedo tries to pass it through. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Fernandez.
Azar.
Ouattara.
Well, that's clear cut. It's a free kick.
Jimenez. Caicedo. Lovely pass, but can he get that?
Shot a goal!
And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Well, just too much pressure on him in the end, Peter.
And it's Azar. Now it's Mbappe. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Turns back here, probably the best option. Caicedo. Nicked it back promptly. Crystal Palace looking to pass their way through. Nicely weighted ball. Ouattara.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Jordan Henderson. It's a promising position. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Azar.
Ouattara. And he's forced to go back. That is good strength. Alexander-Arnold looking for options for movement. And he was quick to react. Oh, that's well spotted. Ouattara. Good running, strong and purposeful. And here's Azar. Caicedo does really well to win the ball there. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Jordan Henderson. Can he get on the end of this?
Azar.
Now it's Mbappe.
This is the time you need that pace.
Van Dijk makes the interception. Robertson looking for the run.
Mbappe! Well, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
And we have our very first corner. Defending of the desperate variety. And now a sudden chance to counter. And he's had it nicked away. Dink through. Messi. Now it's Azar. And this is Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival, Alexander-Arnold. And it's Caicedo. Mbappe is onto this. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
He's got full. Just off target.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
In with the challenge. Ball's gone out of play. Crystal Palace looking to go into the break, 1-0 up. And he skips past his man. Now it's Hazard. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Now it's Ouattara. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Now this could be a chance. Messi. And the shot! It's in! A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, look at the manager here. He's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
2 added minutes has been
He's intervened
indicated.
well there. Hazard in acres of space out wide. This possibly the last play of the half. Cleared away. And that'll be the final action of the first half. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter.
And please
If it
welcome
ain't
our
broke,
lads to
don't
the
fix it. So
field.
I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Crystal Palace in control at half-time, 2-0. There's the start of the second half. Jordan Henderson. Just eases him off the ball. Messi does well to get it back. Nicely shaped ball. Oh, that pass isn't the best. It's a lovely, neat pass. Engages and forces him off the ball. Now it's Mbappe, and it's Hazard. Played out wide. And here's Fernandes. And it's made its way to him. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
The message is clear, none shall pass. Can he spark a counter here? Now it's Mbappe. No, that's been intercepted. Crystal Palace with this handy-looking 2-0 lead. They are looking comfortable. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And he cuts out the supply. He can get that clear.
The attendance for this match
Well,
was
yet another interception and a show of
28,599.
anticipation to be commended.
Jordan Henderson
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
threads one in. And the shot! Oh, surely that deserved better.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Mbappe! It's loose and there's a race for the ball.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, Peter, I don't think there's anything tactical or injury related here. I think it's just all about the push for a goal now.
Coming on to replace him is number 23. Substitution.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Gets a good foot in there. He's having a hit! And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Ouattara opts for safety. Spread it left. Now he's off and running. And he's picked it up out wide. Son Heung-min. That's an excellent interception. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Out to the left it goes, and the counter is on. Now that looks a decent ball. And they can counter here. Gavi.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
This looks promising. Ouattara. And the pass is intercepted. Well, they could break here. Now, what about a counter-attack? Stood up well to him there. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. That's good vision. Shot, surely! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Well, judging by his reaction, he clearly feels he should have made more of it, but he's looking very much like the big threat at the moment.
Coming on the field
What a number 4 coming up here.
11, Nelson.
And he's taking no chances there. Takes aim and crosses. And now they can spring out of defence. Nelson. The final 5 minutes. Tries to play it through.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Gavi. He's had it taken off him. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Jordan Henderson.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
2 minutes to be added on. And here's Nelson. And that's it. Perhaps not quite utopia, not what was entirely desired, but most importantly, they have the result that was of paramount importance. Good enough in the eyes of their people. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by...